I know the real reason people don't like testimony. It's a plausible reason. I puzzle over this. What's the expression? Who's afraid of testimony? Who's afraid of Virginia Woolf? Who's afraid of the big bad notes on the state of Virginia? Christian Wolf with 2 F's. Teenage, double F. Christian Wolf Pluquet. But that's a digression. Why are people afraid of testimony? Who are the people? We are the people. We are the people. We, the people, testify that we are afraid to testify. Right? No. Why would I be afraid to testify? I'm telling the truth. I don't care how many books you stack up here. I don't even have to think about whether or not I'm telling the truth. I don't even, well, I probably do have a theory of truth. If I'm a supra neo-Davidsonian, I probably have some kind of a theory of truth. I'm 80-20 Quine Davidson with an extra 10% thrown in for Higginbotham, and then another 10% thrown in for Wheeler, Samuel Wheeler, University of Connecticut. The reason why testimony is unpopular, perhaps, might not be for reasons of privacy or legal reasons, or maybe even not necessarily reasons of sound adequatio to the memory or sound adequatio to the concept. Veritas est adequatio intellectus. Veritas est. See, do I have it lined up, ready to go? No. That's how you can tell that I'm telling the truth. I have to sit here and have to, how many Latin words do I know? You ever wonder why sometimes I just sit here and take my sweet time and look shit up and whatever? I'm trying to make a point about thinking. Veritas est adequatio intellectus et re. Adequatio est intellectus et re. So if the goal I mean, to my mind, forget about debate, argument, whatever. We want to get people to the point where all their knowledge is spilling out. You know, it's like a siphon technique. If you the siphon technique, if you're stealing gasoline out of a somebody's gas tank of somebody's car, right? The whole thing is you got to get the surface of the liquid up flush with the surface of the container. And what happens is the pressure differential just yanks all the liquid out. Now, how was I able to describe why the pressure differential in the siphon technique work? Does it look like I'm working from a script, or that I remembered from a script? Wouldn't you guess that I could describe the siphon technique, stealing, pardon me, it's morning. I still haven't had my coffee. Steveling. The point is the thinking, the intellectual effort. That's the whole point. It's just that most people sit down and they think that they have to press a stopwatch and then stare at a book and do their homework for an hour in order to be thinking. The difference between actual bona fide legitimate thinking and rubbish, let's say gossip column logic. Gossip column logic doesn't count as thinking. Why? The most immediate associations and the most simple logic that you already articulated or expounded 3 months ago or 3 years ago. Same fucking one, right? You did it once and then you remember it, or somebody told it to you. You didn't even do the thinking yourself. Somebody told you. And then that's why you never sound when you said, I want Greenland for psychological reasons. Why? Or whoever else. If you can't explain why you believe something is true, probably you don't believe it's true. Because probably you've never thought about it before. Who's afraid of testimony? Nobody's afraid of testimony, and nobody is afraid of divulging personal details either. Our pornography photo rolls and all our whatever filthy minds attest to the fact. I think the reason is because it might very well expose how simplistic most of our thinking actually is.